Good morning, happy Saturday. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I just finished pumping. It's my biggest pump of the day, so I always get up and pump before Remy gets up. I'm so happy it's the weekend. So I just finished pumping. I'm editing a new YouTube video while I pump, editing a meal prep video that'll go up this week. And yeah, Elliot's off shift today. He's on shift tomorrow, so I don't know what we're gonna get into today. Maybe I'll video like a full day of eating. Hi. Hello. You're funny. I love you. All right, it is exactly 7:30 right now. Changed out some clothes, I did the laundry. My husband actually got me a clothesline, so I just hung all the clothes up again. I took some in from yesterday. Remy is awake and fed. I've got my lemon water here. So today I figured I would do like a full day of eating. I do get a refeed this week. My current macros right now are 120 protein, 200 carb, and 89 fat. I think that's like 2,100 calories. So we're reversing from the photo shoot we were supposed to have a month ago. So Remy just flipped over. I'm still really hungry on that. So a refeed is supposed to increase the carbs. And I'll have like an extra 400 calories today. So anyways, I'm gonna track all the food that I eat. My husband just woke up, so he's gonna watch Remy. I'm gonna get in a workout. I'm a little bit hungry right now, so I think I'm just gonna grab like a quick rice cake or something. I don't like to eat a full stomach before I go lift. So I'm just gonna grab something quick and get my water here. I'll probably wait to have coffee. I think I'm okay. I think. It's a little bit later than I normally work out. I normally work out like around 5:36, but I've got the dog in the pantry. I've got Remy over here. Cheers. You got yourself that way. So I'm just gonna do a quick rice cake with a little bit of almond butter on it. I don't like this brand, but it was the one that I asked my husband to grab some almond butter when he was at Target, and it was the one he picked up. I don't like it because it's not very runny. Like I usually like runnier almond butter. But I'm just gonna eat this really fast, and then I'm gonna do a leg day today. But I do have a back workout to put in here because I've been doing so many leg days. So I'm gonna get this workout done. Good Tuesday morning. I am going to film for you guys a back workout. I haven't done that yet on YouTube, so I'm going to film one of my favorite back workouts. I've been doing this workout now for like 3 weeks, and I really like it. So I like to repeat my workouts because I just feel like I get better and better at it, and I can change things up. So I am going to film that for you guys this morning. So here's my workout. I'm going to start with 3 sets of pull-ups. And then I'm going to do 3 different circuits, 4 times each. So each circuit has a vertical motion, a horizontal motion, and a core exercise. So I'm hitting kind of like my lats, upper back, mid back, rhomboids, and then your core. Except for this one, it looks like I'm just doing a row, and then I go right into some rear delts, and then core. And then I'm going to finish with 3 sets of a burnout for my triceps, followed by kneeling medicine ball slams. 3 sets of that. Here we go. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another commentary. Today I did a back day, and I haven't really recorded one of these for you guys, but every back day I'll start with these assisted pull-ups. I can't quite do them unassisted yet, so I use just a long resistance band. I kind of showed you guys there how I set it up. And I'm doing these till about failure. I'm really focusing on the stretch through my lats, pulling me back up, and I keep my core nice and tight so I don't swing. After that warm-up, I went into circuit number 1, and like I said, I'm doing a vertical motion here. This is more vertical. I know it looks like I'm laying, I am laying horizontal, but I'm doing this for my lats. So I'm doing a dumbbell pull over here. This is the back variation, so I'm pulling through with my lats. I'm going right into a horizontal motion for my rhomboids and mid-back. I'm doing an underhand barbell row, and I'm pulling that bar right up to about my belly button and squeezing my scapula. So I think of like my back swallowing my spine there. And then I'm doing a core exercise to finish out this circuit. So these are my favorite, guys, ever since being postpartum. I absolutely love these. I feel the engagement in my core as well as my pelvic floor. The goal is not to cone, and when you exhale, you're really focusing on driving that belly button back in towards your spine. So my core is what is pulling my legs back up to 90 degrees. Going right back into circuit 2 here, and this is my vertical pulling motion for my lats. It's a straight arm pull down, similar to the dumbbell pull over. I'm really focusing on pulling through with the lats there. I almost think of it kind of like you're scooping, like a giant ice cream scooper right into your belly button. That helps me visualize and use my core versus trying to pull down with my arms. In the horizontal motion here, I'm actually doing some rear delt band rows. I like to throw in rear delts on my back days, so I'm hitting them twice a week. These are awesome, really focusing on that mind to muscle in the rear delts. The goal is to keep your elbows up at 90 degrees and really focus on squeezing back. Finishing out that circuit with these lying leg raises with these alternating twists. So I'm exhaling as I pull my legs back into my body and adding a little hip up, and I'm twisting side to side to get a little bit of oblique action up there at the top. These are pretty difficult. Alright, and the third circuit here are these single arm dumbbell rows. These are some of my favorite. I really feel these in my rhomboids, focusing on a nice stretch, and then I'm squeezing back with the rhomboids. You see switching arms. So I do all the sets on one arm first before going over to the second, keeping my chest up. Second exercise is these cable face pulls, similar to the high and wide rear delt rows that I just did in the second circuit. I'm pulling that cable directly to my nose and really focus. I like to think of it as like I'm pulling open a shower curtain and I'm driving with my rear delts. Alright, this was my first time trying these again since being postpartum. These were difficult. So again, I'm going nice and slow to drive my belly button back in towards my spine, which then bring my knees back into my center. And my burnout circuit. This is one of my favorites. This exercise kills me. These overhead banded tricep extensions. I feel these so much more than I ever felt using a cable machine. The goal is to lock your elbows in place and drive through the tricep. Back-to-back exercises here, directly into these kneeling overhead medicine ball slams. I go back-to-back, minimal rest with these two exercises. Really burning out the lats when I'm throwing this ball overhead. As well as using my biceps to kind of pick it back up. So total whammy here. I just finished that workout and I am sweating my ass off, you guys. It's April 25th today, so it's like getting into summer in Arizona, and it's 100 degrees this weekend. It's also 3 hours later. It's 9:10 right now. It's 3 hours later than when I normally work out during the week. We do have an AC unit in here. But I haven't turned it on yet this season just because AC bills in Arizona, like our bill gets close to $400 by August. So when I work out at 6 a.m., I don't usually turn it on. It's nice enough to where I could even just pop the garage door open. If Remy was in here right now, I'd definitely turn the AC on. So I did actually write down my workout. Here's my exercise that I did. 4 sets of barbell bridges supersetted with banded bridges. Dumbbell hip thrusts, ankle weighted kickbacks, clamshells. I did barbell American dead, and I actually did curtsy split squats, so no lunge. I did those on the Smith machine, and actually I didn't do these because the cable machine broke. So, and this one was already broken. I think I've mentioned before that our cable machine on our Smith machine was from Craigslist, so I don't know how old it actually was. The first cable broke like a year ago, and this one just broke like this week. My husband was working on it, and it just, you guys can see that it just snapped. So he's gonna have to actually rewire this whole thing. Will that ever get done? I don't know. He hates this machine anyways, so I think this is just fuel for him to say, can we get rid of this and get like a, what do you call those, like with the arms, the free motion machine? Like, not really what I wanted to pay for, but I don't know, maybe for his birthday. Right, so I am about to have my, I guess, my breakfast. Again, everything's a little bit delayed. Remy's right here. But I'm gonna do oats, and then I mix a little bit of I mix the protea in there. I have some chia seeds, almond butter, and strawberries. And since it's a refeed day, I'm actually gonna have a little bit more oats. Typically on refeed days, I just eat like the same types of things. I eat the same type of things, but I just increase my portions because I don't like want to have like a giant meal that's gonna make me feel like crap. So I usually just have a little bit bigger of the same meals. That was a lot. Oatmeal expands. So I'm gonna do about 60 grams of oatmeal. Usually I do about like 40 or 45. So I'll do a little bit more oatmeal here. Put that in the microwave. Also going to make my coffee. The only two things that I put in my coffee are I put a hazelnut or nut pot creamer, and I put almond milk. And I do log both of these. I don't log the coffee. I usually budget for about 3 tablespoons, which is 3 grams of fat. So I do make sure that I log this in my Fitness Pal. I said my Fitness Pal, I use my macros. I don't use my Fitness Pal, which is weird. Everybody uses they all do the same thing. So I don't measure either one of these, but about a cup here, and then not that much maybe. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple drops of the stevia. This is just the off-brand of the Sweet Leaf brand. Maybe more of that.
Both sides were just like, this is too juicy. Yeah. And then they want to hurt. And she's like, full political stuff.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do about half a serving of tortilla because I like to do another half serving before bed. And my protein does not change on refeed days. So I'll mix that in there. And I weigh everything. It's so much easier than to just measure out half a scoop. So if you look like on the back, it shows that 31 grams per 1 scoop. So I do about 15 grams for half a scoop. And then I've got chia seeds. I do about a tablespoon of chia seeds, which again is about 15 grams. Mix that up. And then I usually do about a half a cup of strawberries, which is 70 grams, but because it's refeed day, I might do like, I don't know, 2/3 of a cup. Add a little bit more carbs. I like the frozen ones because they melt into the hot oats. And then I'm gonna do a tablespoon of almond butter. My fats don't really change, my carbs do on refeed day. I've got like 300 carbs to fill. So we're gonna start with a nice big bowl of oatmeal and fruit and almond butter.
It's so good.
So let me just mix this and I'll show you what I got. I get a little bit thick. So here is what we're working with, a nice big bowl of oats. And Remy! Hello! Say hi! Okay, so I put in my 2/3 cup frozen strawberries, 60 grams of rolled oats, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, half a serving of the protein, tablespoon of almond butter, and then I still have my rice cake in here from earlier. So right now I also have my creamer log. So right now for breakfast I have 25 grams of protein, 66 grams of carbs, and about 25 grams of fat. So I'm at 600 calories. Pretty good sized meal. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I need to feed Remy. It's really good. Okay, so I just realized I didn't take any of my supplements today. So I need to take those. Whoops. So I've got all my supplements here. I have 5 vitamin C's. So I take 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C, especially right now. You can take vitamin C to bowel tolerance. So like I know like one of the women I work with, like she says she can take like 10,000 and I can't because my bowels can't handle that. But because of all the sickness going on, I do take extra vitamin C. Whatever your body doesn't use, you pee it out. So there's not a toxicity level really with it. So I have my probiotic, I have my prenatal, I have my balance, which is this supplement that I take in the morning, and then I have my fish oil and one of these sunflower lecithins. I've been taking one of these, I take 2 of them a day. I take one of these in the morning and one of these at night because it's a fat emulsifier, so it helps your milk supply flow better. Now if you have a clogged duct, you can increase to 3 to 4 a day. So I have done that when I feel like I have like a clogged duct or something, but I was having an issue. I had mastitis at the beginning, like 2 weeks into breastfeeding. And I really do think it has something to do with the fact that I have breast implants, and I was having a hard time, like the milk was not flowing through the ducts very freely. So I still take this preventatively because I don't want mastitis again. So I'm gonna take those, and I can't take pills without eating food. So I'm gonna have a couple slices of turkey bacon. I prepped this in another video, but I pre-prep all of my turkey bacon for the week. My husband's actually eating a sandwich right now, and he can just grab these, put these on a sandwich. I put them in my eggs, which will be my next meal. But I'm gonna have a slice here to help me take my vitamins. Alright, I am going to make another meal here. I'm going to make an egg sandwich. So I'm actually using this gluten-free bread from Little Northern Bakehouse. I really like their cinnamon raisin, but I wanted to get like a plain bread to have with my eggs. So I've got 2 slices here. And I follow gluten-free because when I was trying to get pregnant, they told me that I was borderline hypothyroid and Hashimoto's just because of my thyroid antibodies. So I started changing my diet. I went gluten, dairy, and soy-free. I actually feel a lot better going gluten-free. I'm not like allergic to it or anything. So if I happen to have some gluten in something, fine. But I do find that I have more energy, probably directly related to my gut and hormones. And digestively, I feel a lot more regular, I guess, when I stay gluten-free, especially dairy-free, and then I do stay away from soy. So I've got 2 slices of that, and I'm going to put, I don't know what it is, I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of this Kite Hill cream cheese on my bread here. I guess I could toast the bread. Got my egg whites cooking up with turkey bacon sliced up in it. Here, I'll show you. I've got some egg whites and turkey bacon sliced up in here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to that right now, and then flip it over. Put it on my sandwich, and I'll show you guys. And ketchup. Whoever doesn't eat ketchup on their eggs, we're not friends. So that's what I'm making, a little sandwich. So here is my sandwich. I put a little bit of ketchup in there. Oh, so good. I'm a creature of habit, so I've been eating these meals for a while now. Sometimes I'll do a tortilla with my eggs and bacon as my second breakfast. Usually have that about 2.5 hours after my oatmeal in the morning, depending upon when I get hungry. And I guess just now I thought maybe I should toast the bread. I think it might be, but either way, it's so good. This bread's really good. If it's a tortilla, I'll wrap it up, and I use the brown rice tortillas, but so I should also mention too that this is 32 ounces, and I drink about 5 or 6 of these a day. I drink a ton of water. This is my third one right now. Remy's down for a nap. I'm gonna eat this, and then I might go lay down if she sleeps a little bit longer. She had a 45-minute nap this morning, so I'm so tired. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. So I just woke up. You can kind of tell. I don't know how well I actually slept. I'm so bad at naps because it's like, I think I had coffee like an hour and a half or 2 hours before I tried to lay down, and like, even though I physically am so tired all the time, I like can't get my mind to shut off. So she's been down for almost 2 hours, like 2 hours right now, and I probably slept for maybe like 45 minutes, like broken, and I try to get myself to sleep longer. But anyways, I'm seeing if a girlfriend's available for FaceTime right now. But I wanted to show you guys, I'm popping out her baby food right now. So here's what I did. So I got this idea from my sister. I bought a bunch of frozen veggies and fruits, and then we put them in the food processor. So like this is blueberries, broccoli, pineapple, peaches, and green beans. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop them out and just put them in Ziploc bags to save some space in the freezer. But I thought that was kind of a genius idea. So then when I want to defrost one, I just pull one out. I'm gonna put them in little baggies right now. I just pop one out and I put it in the microwave, or I let it defrost, and boom. Just wanted to share in case any mamas were like looking for something. And baby food's kind of expensive, and it's literally just pureed food. So anyways, I'm just going to, so like look, I just popped out a peach and I'll put it in a little Ziploc baggie, and put it back in the freezer. Like that. Cool, huh? Anyways, not really that hungry right now. This refeed's not really going very well, but I have been snacking on, I'll show you. So I've been like snacking on some stuff, and I'll log it. But like what I do is I pre-portion all my nuts. These are pecans. So I portion them in 1.5 ounce serving or ounce serving, sometimes 2 ounces, depending upon where my fats are. And so I've been like pulling from the bag today. I just like really like pecans, and they add up really fast. So I have to be careful with them, and I just pre-portion them and then pull from the portion baggies, and then that's what's logged in my fitness bag. So it's kind of easy. So I've been snacking on those, and I've been snacking on some sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes, but I'm not really hungry enough to make like a full another meal right now, but maybe once I breastfeed when Remy wakes up, we'll see. All right, so I just made up a salad here. I've got some spinach, strawberries, sweet potatoes, avocado, cucumber. I'm cooking up some shrimp, but this is what I do. I just kind of like meal prep everything so it's ready to go. So I have my sweet potato chips already ready to go. I have pre-sliced up strawberries, some cucumbers that I just slice up really fast, and then I just keep my avocados in here. This is the dressing that I absolutely love, and I'm going to be putting that over the top. And then the shrimp is cooking up right now, and I'll throw some of that on top. That salad's kind of like a staple that I have like almost every single day, with some sort of protein on top, like cod, or Remy's like cod, or I'll do like even turkey on top of it. We do a lot of shrimp. I haven't really done tuna. I haven't gotten back into tuna yet since I was pregnant. Wasn't really a fan of tuna, but yeah, definitely probably shrimp, turkey, and oh, I've done egg whites on the top, or on the top too, or hard-boiled eggs. I've done that as well for some sort of protein, but always strawberry, cucumber, avocado, and sweet potatoes with the spinach. And this dressing's bomb, guys. It's so good. It only has 6 grams of carbs per 2 tablespoons. There's no fat in it because the first ingredient's water. So it's pretty good. Bull House Farms. It's good stuff. So there we have it. And I forgot to mention what I put on my shrimp. All I do is put a little bit of the Mrs. Dash lemon pepper seeds. I've been using Mrs. Dash for years. And so I just throw some of that on my shrimp or on my cod. It's always like on seafood. And then just steam it, super easy. So I'm already done cooking it up. Got some leftovers for dinner. And I'll probably have the same meal for dinner. I think my kid's really tired. Are you sleepy? You just woke up and you're sleepy again? Yeah, there's a smile. Thank you. I love you. All right, I guess I know what I'm using some of my refeed carbs for. My girlfriend's about to call me for a FaceTime date, and I am going to make myself a little Moscow Mule. I've got some ginger beer and some vodka. So I don't have actual limes, but I'm going to use a little bit of lime juice. Would you guys believe that I still have vodka left over from my wedding 2.5 years ago? Well, that's how much I drink. I'm gonna make one little cocktail on this Saturday afternoon. I'll explain how to count your macros with alcohol a little bit later when I'm off this call. But if I really want to be technical, I can measure in a shot glass. Probably good. Lord knows I don't need more than that. Go. This is lime juice. I love Moscow mules. Love them. Love them, love them. So I will log that in today for some carbs. I'm gonna go have a little FaceTime date, huh? Yeah?
I could be who you want, cause I know that I need to be happy too. And then things turn to dust when I'd love just to mess up and tell the truth. All I hear is an echo, turn the words that we say to ammo.
So I was on the phone for like 2 hours on that FaceTime call. So I was hanging out with Remy, put Remy down for a nap, and I was still talking to my girlfriend, but had a couple cocktails while I was on the phone with her. So as promised, I'm gonna show you guys how to calculate the amount of vodka or any alcohol. So there's 2 ways to do it. One, there's not necessarily, if you were to just scan in the alcohol into MyFitnessPal, it's not gonna tell you the exact amount of carbs. Like if you were to scan in like a bottle of wine, some people are like, I have 3 carb wine. I'm like, okay, but it says 120 calories per 5-ounce glass. So if you only have 3 grams of carbs, there's 4 calories per 1 gram of carb. They're only accounting for 12 calories of that 120 calorie 5 glass of wine. So where's the other 108 calories? How are you accounting for that? So you have to make sure that somehow, if you're counting macros, that you're accounting for those other calories. So what I tell clients is you can choose to make all of the alcohol come from carbs, or you can split the calories between carbs and fats. I just do the first way. I've always done it with carbs because it is a sugar alcohol. So I've always done it with carbs. So in this case, I had 2 vodka drinks. So I measured about a shot in each. You could just go on Google and find how many calories are in a shot of vodka. There's about 70 calories in a shot of vodka. So in order to determine the amount of carbs, you would take 70 divided by 4. 70 divided by 4 is roughly 17 grams of carbs. So I just had 34 grams of carbs because now I've accounted for those 70 calories as carbs. So with 2, I've actually put in 2 ounces of vodka. And all I did was I just went in under custom foods, and I just made a tab for vodka that had 1 ounce. So I put 2 ounces in here, and it's 34 grams of carbs. Where is it? 34 grams of carbs, 140 calories. So that's what I put in the vodka. There wasn't anything, this is a 0-calorie drink for the diet ginger beer, so there wasn't anything I had to account for in there. If I wanted to, I guess I could have count for lime juice, but 1 teaspoon is 0, and I definitely didn't have more than 1 teaspoon of lime juice. While I was on the phone, I also had some almond butter and some rice cakes because I got a little hungry, so I inputted those in there. So I am at almost there. 2, 10, and 3. I can't, that's not adjusting. Anyways, I'm almost there, and I put in my dinner. I'm gonna make another salad because I have enough shrimp, and I want more sweet potatoes. It's a really good salad, so I'm gonna do that, and then I have enough for dessert. And then I might make one more drink here in a second with my husband. So other than that, I've like hit my macros other than 10 grams of carbs. So maybe I'll have another rice cake or something. Definitely used a lot of so if I have another drink, that's 51 grams of carbs that I just had for vodka. Not exactly the way I like to use refeed macros, but I don't drink very often, and it was nice to catch up with her. So I'm gonna make dinner here in a little bit, hopefully go on a walk because I'm only at 5,500 steps today, but I need to wait for it to get a little bit cooler because it's still like 90 degrees outside, I think. It says 99 right now. A little hot for the doggies. So anyways, that's my update, and I'll show you guys my dinner when I make my dinner. I have to make my husband's meals for work tomorrow. Last meal of the day, I've got the same salad that I made earlier, but I did put a little bit of honey mustard. I'm waiting on Elliot's meal. We've got Remy set up with some little Gerber teethers, a graham cracker, and then I do have some of that pineapple and peach, as well as some prune juice with a little bit of water because she was constipated earlier. What do you think? Is that yummy? Yep. We're getting there. These are a little bit too small still, so they, like, her whole hand gets around it. She's gotta, there you go. And then for my husband, I did some red lentil pasta with some of the shrimp that I made earlier, some mozzarella cheese and pesto. I don't really eat the pasta because of my digestive issues. I wish I could because the lentil pasta is so good. It's got a lot of protein in it as well. But I just can't. I can't do beans and lentils. They just don't agree with me very well. So I usually do whatever kind of protein I'm making for him or for me, whatever. I like split it, and I'll do like pasta for him if I'm doing a salad for me, or like if I'm doing like a taco night. We do a lot of taco nights with like shrimp or cod or turkey, again, because it's like build your own. We do a lot of rice, a lot of potatoes and veggies, and again, whatever protein I'm picking, we just kind of add a carb and a veggie. So I'm going to feed Miss Remy right here. Yep. She's like, what? And I think we're gonna go on a little after dinner walk. So cheers. For the last thing that I'm having before bed, I do this every single night, but I told you guys this morning that I only do 1 scoop of protein or half a scoop of protein in my oatmeal because I save the other half for tonight. So all I do is take half a scoop. I'm using the Protea chocolate. So I took half a scoop, and I'm just gonna mix a little bit of almond milk in here, and then it's just a little. So I'm making it like just a tiny bit. You can always add more, but I'm making it into like a spread almost, a little bit there. So it literally looks like that. So, and then I'm going to spread that on top of a plain rice cake. So it's like a little chocolate rice cake. And then, because I saved some fat macros, I'm going to add a little bit of almond butter. So it's like a chocolate peanut butter. I'm slightly allergic to peanuts, so I always do almond butter. I'm gonna do a little bit of almond butter right on top. So just like that. I do this for dessert probably every single night. Actually, I do like a little chocolate. It satisfies my sweet tooth. It's so freaking good. And then I've also got, I just heated up the water. I'm also taking with bed. So before bed, I also take 1 scoop of this GI Assist, also from Protea. This is amazing for digestion. It's got acacia fiber in it for fiber, 5 grams of fiber, L-glutamine, which helps repair your gut lining, so it helps prevent things like leaky gut. Licorice powder for spasms and stress on the gut. It's also got betaine hydrochloride, which is a digestive enzyme which helps break down the food that you eat. It also has a probiotic in here as well, and there are digestive enzymes: amylase, lactase, protease, lipase, and cellulase, which are the most common digestive enzymes. So I take a scoop of that, and I do heat it up in a little bit of water. I find that it mixes a little bit better when it's hot, so I just heat up like about, this is a cup. Add in my scoop here, and this is my little nightcap every single night. So to round out the night, let me see, I was at 117 protein, so I'm in 117.7 protein. Goal was 120. 276 grams of carbs, about 275 was the goal, and 91 grams of fat. The goal was 89. So I'm a little over in fat, 1 over in carb, and like 2 under in protein. Pretty damn good. So I'm gonna call that a night. I'm gonna drink this, eat this, and we're gonna go take a bath. Well, Remy is. Let me know if you guys want to see other full days of eating. But that's like a pretty typical day for me. I don't usually drink, and I do eat pretty frequently, I would say. My afternoon snack was kind of small today, but I did have some cocktails instead. But hopefully that was helpful. I eat a ton of fat. Definitely eat a ton of fat. I also logged about 1.5 cups of Smart popcorn that I had today as well, which has a little bit of fat. But for the most part, like if I graze, I've already got it pre-portioned, so that really helps me out. But let me know if this was helpful for you. Kind of full day of eating, and I'm gonna put this nugget to bed who decided to find a piece of mail. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can I have this, please? Don't eat it. Yucky. Yucky. Have this one. There you go. Yeah, this one. This one. Want this one? Oh, that one you can suck on. There you go. Say good night. Night night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Say bye bye.